In a Broadway musical, let's say, for example, you have songs that are connected with dialogue. In opera, we have the same, except the dialogue is sung a little bit, and that's what we call recitative.
Start moving, at the beginning. It's think about that in your phrasing. You want to start on a moving note. You don't want to set it. You want to move it.
Okay.
Sono ansiosa. If it helps to do something with your hands,
Yeah.
you can do that.
Sono ansiosa di sapere come il conte accuserà proposta.
Did I hear a colse or a colse?
I wasn't thinking. I'm not sure. You
It
probably
was
heard
in
a
between.
pulse.
It sounded in between to me. So.
The recitative tends to carry the story forward, leading to a point where somebody reacts to what has been said and breaks out in song.
Good. All right.
E Susanna non viene. Sono ansiosa di sapere come il conte accuserà proposta.
And circle your a colse because.
Recitative requires the flexibility of speech. It's dialogue, and singers at all levels find this difficult.
The singers must sing with the same breath, the same posture, alignment, and so forth. A huge difference is it has to sound like speech. It's going to be faster. They determine the tempo according to the inflection of the language. So in the singing, the inflection of the language has already been composed, so to speak. It's musically matched with the genius of Mozart, with the natural stress of the language. But in recitative, the singers must find this for themselves.
Tutto ancora non ho perso, mi resta la speranza. A Susanna si avanza, io vo provarmi, fingiam di non vederla.
Okay, this is better.
This is a thing that we don't spend a lot of time doing as young singers, yet it becomes one of the most critical things we do when we get older. This is where the storytelling in opera happens. This is the conversational part of opera.
Guess what? Remember to breathe.
Breathe.
For those of us that are not native Italian speakers, which most of us are not, getting it to have a natural flow is very important.
Mi resta la speranza, a Susanna si avanza, io vo provarmi, fingiam di non vederla.
So to get the students to understand the flow of the language, the expressive capability of the language, and the natural word stress of the Italian language is it's important. It's fun to do that, but it takes time, and it takes an understanding of what is being said.
That has to tie to the first part of the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
I am checking to see whether this bed will fit in this room.
Yeah.
But then you have the subphrase,
which was given
from the count,
yeah.
right? Okay, so that's what's not connecting.
Knowing the language is very, very important. The music isn't right, especially when you have so much recitative as you do in Figaro, unless the music follows the nuances of the language. Therefore, you have to understand all the meaning and the subtle meaning of every line that you're singing. So being able, number one, to pronounce it, and number two, to understand what the literal meaning of the text is very important.
Good.
I think recit is one of the hardest things because it takes a lot of preparation. For me, what I do is I translate it and then I speak it in English, find the inflection, find the meaning, all of that, and then I do it again and speak it in Italian. I think that takes some of the most time.
Next time on The Making of Figaro.
The design process that we go through generally starts with a ground plan, looking down at the stage, figuring out how much space we're going to be able to use in Kulas Hall.